Today we're going to be dealing with a yearling. His name is Forrest, and Forrest is body shy. Anytime you try to go near his shoulders or his belly, his hindquarters, he gets very shy. So it really is no difference than your head or ear shy horse on how we deal with it. It's a shyness and it's a fear, and we need to realize that the fear is real. He's not faking it, he's not teasing us, he's not bluffing us, he's not trying to get out of it. It's a true feeling that he has, so he's not lying to us about it. And if we say, no, you're wrong, then we're the ones that are wrong and he's right. So let's realize it's just a fear, and he needs to overcome this fear. And I can't overcome his fear for him. He needs to overcome his own fear, but we're going to show him exercises where he can absolutely overcome his fear using the teacher-student theory of the horse. All right? So the first thing we're going to have to do is convince this horse, convince Forrest here we're not going to hurt him. And will he let me touch him here? And he's like, I don't know about that. So that's fine. So we're just going to find somewhere we can start working with him, maybe on his nose here a little bit, or on his head here, and then step back, step away. The reason I always step back and step away is because if I just stay here, I'm never taking away the pressure. And it's always the pressure that asks the horse to do the maneuver. It's always the release that tells the horse that they got the answer right and did a good job. Also, there is a question mark in this horse's mind right now. What's going to happen to me? If I just keep going like this, what's going to happen to me next? By walking away, the horse goes, oh, all you want to do is pet my head, and the question mark is erased. Good. So he's a little shy right now, so we're going to sit here and work with him. Now, if he starts trying to move around a little bit, then I'm definitely going to control his direction. I'll either control his direction to the left, I'll control it to the right, I'll back him up, I'll have him come forward. I will do something. But I really don't want him moving around. I want him staying right here beside me. But if he decides to move, we're going to control the movement in a positive manner. And whatever movement we control him with has to improve his performance on the ground and under saddle. Good boy. Now, I really do not want him striking out like that, or whether he's going to paw or whatever it is. I don't want to get hit by those front legs. Good boy. So we're going to keep here. We're going to rub on him. Then we're going to walk away. Then we're going to come back and we'll rub on him right here. Good boy. And then step back and take the pressure off. Go ahead and back up. Good boy. So pet him on the head. Oh, you're such a good boy. Take your hand away. Good. Oh, you're fine. And take your hand away. Good. The more times you do this, the better he's going to become. Now, if he's nervous with my hand right here, it's not going to make it any better if I'm beside him. This is going to make it worse. So if he's not comfortable with me right here, for sure he's not going to be comfortable with me on his side. Great to have. Now, good. Another quality that the horses have that I love in partnerships is the horses are very, very forgiving animals. They can adapt and forgive anything, and it doesn't take them a long time to forgive. So they have forgiveness. Example. You could have somebody that's been beating this horse up for years, and the horse is really scared of them, and you get the horse and start building up or developing your lesson plan and come up with a really nice lesson plan, and you put it together. Sometimes within a couple of hours to a couple of days, that horse will come out of being scared of you after being abused after all those years. Did the horse forget he's been abused? No, he forgave us for him being abused. Not that I or you did it, doesn't really matter. The horse doesn't see you or I as being different from them. The horse just sees us as a whole. And when we start taking them out of being abusive, or take them out of their being scared from being abused, then that's when the horse has forgiven us. Good. And I'm not saying this horse has been that we're not going to hurt him. If the horse is scared of something we're doing, it's our job to get the horse out of that fear, or at least start teaching the horse how they can overcome their own fear. If the horse isn't very respectful, it's our job to teach the horse how to be respectful without scolding the horse. And it's definitely our job to teach the horse how to work together as a team, like we're doing right here. This is just, we're working together. He's working with me by, standing still, and I'm working with him. Good boy. So I'm going to walk him out a little bit and turn him around so we can work on his left side a little bit. Good boy. And right there. So we've been doing this a little bit. So now I'm going to want to go to this right here. Then I'm going to take my hand away. So all I did is go a little bit further. Now, if he got really jumpy and tried to bolt off or run off from me, then I'd stop his feet and I'd go like this again, or I might do the directional control lesson that we did earlier with the abused horse. You know, go to the left, stop your feet, go to the right, stop your feet, go to the left, stop your feet, and work on that for a while. But if I don't have to go to that, I won't. You know, some horses need it, some don't, but if he's gonna stand, you know, nice and still for me, then I'm gonna sit here and just pet him. You know, I don't need to go by his nose yet. I'm just gonna sit here and say, oh, what a good boy you are. Come forward, good boy. You know, he doesn't want to be scared of what I'm going to do to him. He wants to know that everything's going to be fine. He wants peace in his life. You know, that's all he wants. He wants to be relaxed and calm with us around him. And that's all I want him to be. You know, I don't want any horse that I work with to be scared of anything I'm ever going to do to him, because I'm never going to do anything to him that's going to cause him pain, fear, scolding, or punishment in any manner. Good boy. Good. Good boy. Good. Yeah. So now I can start coming over to his side a little bit more and working with his side. Good. That was fine right there. He's taking little baby steps back, not so fun, that's okay. If I think he's going to start going back faster, then I'd back off. Good boy. So I'm going to start coming by his side a little bit. What he's realizing is he's not getting hurt. Good boy. There he relaxed a little bit. There he calmed down a little bit more. Good boy. Good for you. All right, so we're going to keep working on this. Good. So just little bits at a time. Good boy. Good. So we're just going to keep working our way back more and more and more. And the more we work on this, the more he's going to find out we're not out here to hurt him. We're not out here to get him. You know, I'm not going to throw a lariat around his front legs, lariat around his back legs, throw him to the ground. You know, I wouldn't be teaching him anything. You know, that just... You know, if we did come out here and start causing him negative reinforcement, if we did do that, he'd say, you know what, I knew it, I was right all along. I had every right to be scared of you. If we start causing him pain, fear, scolding, or punishment, so we don't want to do that. You know, like I said, it doesn't do him any good, and it absolutely will not do you any good. All you're going to be doing out here day after day is fighting with your horses. Anybody can come out here and make the horse look bad. Anybody could do that. Anybody can make the horse start bucking and rearing and throwing its head and run through the side of the arena here. That's easy. That's the easy thing to do. Anybody can come out here and make the horse look bad. But that's not the goal. The goal is to make my student, my partner, look good. And that's the goal. To have a better taught horse. A horse that is, you know, willing to be with me. And any partnership is a willing partnership. I've never found an unwilling partnership. I don't even know what an unwilling partnership is. You know, watch out for these little signs that he'll give us before he does anything. Good boy. And if you see it coming on, you can always back off. Good boy. Yeah, you're just fine. Yes, you are. Oh, I know. Good boy. So we'll work on this side a little bit longer. Good boy. Yeah. Now, I run into people all the time. We're going to do his other side now. I run into people here and there. And they say, oh, he's just a foal or yearling. You know, then they throw them out in the pastures until they're 3 years old. You know, besides, you know, trimming their feet and giving them shots and all that. They keep up on the maintenance of the horse, but they never do anything with the horse as far as training. They say, we just want to let the horse grow up. And I'm saying, well, you know, what is that all about? Do you put your kids in your room until they're 18 so they grow up? I don't think so. You know, you don't do that. You teach them what they need to know. If they're kids, you teach them what they need to know as a newborn, as 6 months old, as a year old, year and a half, 2 years old, 3, 3.5, and on up. And then we do the same thing with the foals. I'll teach a foal everything he needs to know as far as being a foal. And I'll keep his foal training going up until he turns into a wingling. And I'll teach him everything he needs to know as a wingling. I'll teach him everything he needs to know as a yearling. I'll teach him everything he needs to know as a 2-year-old, 3-year-old, 4-year-old, 5-year-old. To the horse, all of a sudden they come to me, and the next day they have to start minding. No, you cannot run over the top of me. No, you cannot bite me. No, you cannot rear up and strike at me. No, you can't pin your ears back at me. You can't do these things. You know, it's just not going to work. You know, I didn't get into this to beat on horses, and I don't. I mean, I for sure didn't get into this to get hurt by them either, for them to beat up on me. So it goes two ways. I'm not going to beat up on you. I won't cause you any negative reinforcement, but you can't cause me any pain, fear, scolding when I got on, or I trusted the horse to buck me off when I got on, then I'm not getting on the horse. So in order for me to get on the horse, I'm going to trust the horse isn't going to buck me off. You know, I wouldn't tie a horse up if they were going to pull back while tied. So if I tie them up, I'm trusting that they're not going to pull back on me, et cetera and et cetera. It just keeps going on and on like that. So I do trust horses. I'm asking him to trust me, and I'm not going to hurt him, and I'm going to ask him to for him to trust me, and I'm going to trust him. So it goes both ways, just not one way. It's never a one-way street when we're teaching. Good. Good. So this is much better. So again, I would